Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. So today I just want to speak to you very quickly about the recent floods. I've had a couple of you email me and ask me what's the situation in Ghana. Basically, it's not, if I'm being honest, it's not been that bad this time around, although it was bad. Year before was absolutely, it was horrific. It really was. I've never seen such devastation. I've never seen such a thing before. So basically, if I go back and I rewind to last year, because it was last year June that the first floods happened in Ghana that created such a huge impact. So as you know, people died through various, through various, I don't know what I'm saying. Basically, people died because of the rain. Okay, now, the reason I'm recapping to last year is because last year seems to be where people actually woke up and thought, okay, we have to do something about this because it was so serious. Now, I remember that day very distinctly because I was out with a friend and we were on our way somewhere. We were in the car and she was driving, and literally we were in a row of traffic from nowhere. It started spitting outside. It wasn't too bad, little bits of rain, you know, nothing to write home about. All of a sudden, it started chucking it down. Like, it was almost as if someone was pouring buckets onto the car. The rain was seriously heavy that day. It was crazy. Now, the next thing I know, I'm like, why is there so much traffic all of a sudden? Because there was no traffic, like, literally 30 seconds before there was no traffic. This row of cars in front of us, loads of them, and they just all stopped. I'm like, what's going on? Should we try and go round? And then I was like, hold on, my feet are wet. The water from outside was actually seeping into the car. So both of our feet were wet. Next thing you know, we look outside the window and literally the water has risen. Where we are, we're on a flat surface, but what's happened is the side roads are like on a hill. So all the rain from up there is pouring down and coming to where we are. So we're getting like a double dose of rain. So all the rain's coming down from the side and we're on a road where it's raining and the water's rising. Like, you can't see the pavement anymore. The pavement's gone. Forget the pavement. And next thing I know, we're sitting in water. That's how deep the water was. Literally sitting in, like, my bum's wet on the seat because the water has risen so far in the car. So those cars, which we thought were a row of traffic in front of us, was actually cars that had broken down because the engine had become drowned in the water. I mean, it was deep. I remember it happened to our car as well. All of a sudden, the engine was going and then all you hear is and that was it. The car kaput. The engine was flooded with water. Forget it. Finished. So we had to abandon the car. We had to, she called her husband and he came and had to rescue us. He parked somewhere far and we had to get out and walk in the pouring rain, and she had a baby as well, which was, it was rough. That day was really rough. It's a day I'll never ever forget, to be honest. I would never have thought when I woke up that morning that we would have experienced such a thing. But anyway, it happened. So this year it happened again, as you well know, last week. Now, it rained during the morning and I was at home and it wasn't too bad. But then I heard that certain places were getting flooded and I was like, oh gosh, but I hadn't really seen anything because where we live, we didn't get much rain. Although it was raining heavy, we didn't really get a flood, so I was fine. So then the rain stopped. In the afternoon we went out. I had a few little errands to do, so I went out, my husband, the children and everything. And we were in East Legon and it started raining again. And it rained like within like 5-10 minutes, the place was flooded. Pavement, you couldn't see it anymore, and literally my heart started beating. I was like, oh, not again. Not this time with my children with me, all three of them. I can't carry 3 children with me, even though my husband. I can't carry these children through the rain. I don't want my engine to get flooded because that's another wahala that I don't need. I mean, if the engine gets damaged, what are we gonna do? We're now without a car, we can't afford another car. What are we gonna do? Because it's finished. It's finished. Engine flooding, you don't want that. So I was like, I was panicking. I was trying to hold it down because the children were sitting behind me and they're like, Mom, Mom. I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to breathe for a second. But anyway, thankfully we managed to get through and home very quickly because the more we kept on driving, the more we were heading towards our area. And although the rain was still heavy, it wasn't flooded because thankfully the gutters were kind of clear. So the gutters were able to contain most of the rain, so it wasn't so bad. I did get a little bit of footage, so I'm going to show you that. Please excuse my husband who's getting really excited and speaking over the video, but it will just give you a bit of an essence of what happened that day. It was very scary and I don't really care to repeat that day ever again in my whole life. But yes, in Ghana we definitely have an issue here. We are in raining season at the moment, and I'm really praying that something will be done, because it's an unnecessary loss of lives. The main places that got really flooded were around Circle, the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, where they're doing a lot of roadworks around there, and a lot of shops were flooded, businesses were flooded. I'm sure you've seen the pictures. If I can get any pictures, I'll add them to this video, where literally people were floating. The water had got to the top of people's cars. Some people had to be rescued. I mean, it's a serious situation. When it rains like that here, there are certain places you just don't want to be. And Circle, that place, you definitely don't want to be anywhere near there. Otherwise, literally, save yourself, because it's going to be like that. Anyway, basically, the situation is, the reason it's like that is just because the gutters get choked. There's nowhere for the water to flow when it rains in such a heavy manner. So people, they drink sachet waters, they throw it into the gutter, they dump all kinds of rubbish into the gutter. Nothing is cleared. Even though we have a sanitation day, still, there are still issues here. So it affects us. Businesses get ruined, things get spoiled, but it's still left, and it happens again and again and again until something is done about it. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking for now, because you don't need me to talk anymore. Have a look at the video, let me know what you think. And if you have any video ideas, anything that you would like to see, like me to talk about, do let me know in the comments below, and I shall do my best to cover it. Okay, so guys, until next time.
Look at that, man. Look. Serious, guys. Look at that. Look. I don't even know where the gutter is. Look. Look, man. It's been the Ghana rain in the rainy season. Just be careful here. Full up, mate. If you don't have a 4x4, you're stuck. You are stuck. Look. Look. Look, drive a 4x4. Hey, don't say that. I'll be bridged. Look, drive a 4x4, you're stuck. Look. Look at the motorbike guy. Look. From the side. Don't want to say it.